Before I know it, the firearm is being discharged. I'm chasing behind him. I don't even realize that I'm the one discharging the gun. I just kind of hear it going off. I left that night still minimizing because, nobody was shot. Nobody was hurt that, it was going to be nothing. The next day, police were kicking my mother's door in, and, now you got attempt murder charges, and, like an apprehension team is looking for me, and, life is different. Okay, you go back to the jail, and it's like, I've got to research more on, like, what really just happened. You're not always aware of what is procedural. You don't really know what is correct and what is not. I can't just speak out of turn. Court can go so fast, even though you have anticipated it for so long. My mother was the one that, if there's a chance that Antoine could come home, then we've got to shoot this shot, and I'm so thankful for that. But I did have a barber's license, and the Department of Corrections paid for my barber's license. Since I was able to go into a barber shop, readily accepted me even though I hadn't had the skill set because, again, I've never used a razor. At that time, I hate glass ceilings, so I was able to see what ownership looked like, and I wanted that for myself, so I opened up Fading & Company Barber Shop. At that time, I kind of started being introduced to some public speaking as the story of redemption. Look, there's somebody that went to prison and got their license, and now they own a shop. That gave way to opening Fading & Company Barber Academy so that I could train those that wanted to come along. My reputation preceded me. Everyone knew that I've been locked up. They're gonna know that about him before anything, and it takes that much more, I think, for people to be receptive of you, or in order for you to get beside them. I understood the importance of community, and I wanted my presence to be felt with my brand. I pushed professionalism by way of a licensure because that what meant most to me with my barber's license was that the same Commonwealth seal that made me a convicted felon was the same Commonwealth seal that made me a licensed professional. I do have a nonprofit now, the Faded Foundation, built on the pillars of facing adversity through development, knowing that I had to better myself as an individual. Before I was to make any type of pursuits, I had to be a respectable person. I think that anything that benefits you in your personal life will benefit you in your professional life. And then the dedication part, like knowing that I want to dedicate and pour back into those that gave a hand for me. These young men should not have to harm someone and get convicted and get sentenced in order to get to a prison yard in order to receive his education. So the foundation is trying to raise money so that we can offer scholarships and offer that as a preventative measure. So one thing I tell them is like, book an appointment with yourself. Put yourself in the shoes of those that you are servicing. Looking through that lens will change how you move. For me, yes, I was fighting for my freedom. This was the only way that I knew that actually come out.
When people come to you, it's the worst time of their life, and you need to be able to communicate with them. We like to say at the firm, we want to reach people how they want to be reached. So I want to try to help Antoine. So my firm is going to donate $5,000 to the Faded Foundation.